Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlrynae. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlrynae. Good girl. When last we left off, we were here at Freren's court. We had talked to Guard Captain Unar, who was sending us over to search the Silverdeep Mountain. Silverdeep Mine. If you remember, we were up there at the arming station, arming vault. And the guard there had been knocked over the head by goblins who had then looted the mine. And they said that looted the vault. And the guard captain here said they had detected that the tunnel that the goblins got in with led over in the direction of the Silverdeep. So that is where we're going to go now. We've also picked up a whole bunch of other quests over here to head possibly to the Silverdeep, possibly up to the Winter Height and the Rock Bottom Pit. So we will take a look at those as we get there. In the meantime, we are going to set our speed. Yes. We will switch back over to our novices mark for that tiny little extra burst of speed here. Hope everyone's been having a good one. I have myself. I meant to get one of these episodes up yesterday, but I had a friend come over and helped him. He brought his pieces over, and we sat around drinking and non-alcoholic beverages and snacking and putting a computer together. So ended up staying up a lot later yesterday evening than I thought I was going to. So that kind of put the kibosh on my getting an episode up last night. But we are back at it again, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get into this morning here, shall we? And a beautiful morning it is here. It is absolutely pouring down rain. Has been this will be our third straight day of rain now. Rained all day Sunday, rained all day Monday, and a good chance it's going to rain on and off all day today as well. So just wonderful, wonderful stuff to see. I am looking forward to it. We've been needing it for quite a while. We went quite a long dry spell there, and I'm hoping that there's enough of it up north of us in the North Georgia part, and all along up in hope there's some up in the Tennessee and Carolinas as well. Help put out those forest fires we've been having, because they have just been horrible. Okay, now I'm thinking, let's see here, if possibly these are the cave claws that we're looking for. Yes, it is. So these are the cave claws. Is it? Nope, that's the one to gain cave claw legs. It's not the one to find cave claws for his pick. This is to gather the legs to hunt to make that dwarf soup. Make his son's favorite soup and take it to him. Lord, we don't even get a chance to fire off, do we? Let's just go ahead and see how quickly this will work. Don't think it's going to be a big issue. Seems like we are taking them out pretty darn quick here. Ooh, a blue crag stabber. Now, that guy wasn't in here the last time we came around. So, yeah, I think he is correct. The mines here have definitely been infested by the goblins. Uh-oh. Got our bear on us. And it's always good. It's kind of like bears are kind of like having a burglar in your party. You get a bonus to damage if the bear's flanking them. So one or both of you, one of you needs to be behind them, either the bear or you, so that you can get that flanking bonus. Okay, so we're going to search the Silverdeep here. Doesn't say anything about how a certain number of goblins we take out or anything like that. So I say hiya to all of them. Okay, tell you what, why don't we try this side of the chasm here first and see if there's anything over this way. No, this way ends up in a dead end. So it is back and across again. That's another thing, is I don't remember those chains being there in the early days either. Once again, at this point I am so... It's been so long, I can't... perfect example of why eyewitness... The studies they do about eyewitness testimony and all, and how, yeah, it's got its place, but it's... A lot of it is bunk as well, because people remember stuff differently, and people even see stuff differently, and how things change over time, I can't for sure tell you whether these goblins, whether these chain walkways were here back whenever I was in here in its original form. I can't tell you if they were or not, because my memory's like, I seem to remember them just being drop-offs, being built by the Death Star construction company. The same group of people that build Starfleet ships without seatbelts. But I can't rely on that memory to whether it's absolutely correct or not. Okay, so we have gotten all the cave claw legs that we need. Nope, we still need one more. Yeah, I was thinking we had that. We still need the one more here. Now we got them all. So we need to bring those back to Ormer so he can make his soup for Gisli, his son. In the meantime, let's keep searching the Silverdeep here. I've forgotten what it is we're actually searching for. Boy, Stax doesn't waste around, does he? He doesn't. Doesn't waste any time. Okay. Lovely little bit right there. Let's continue on. We don't need to worry about the cave claws. And it doesn't look like they even aggro on us, does it? Hit them with a stick. Okay, we're getting up into a part of the mine that we have not traveled to before. Awful elfy for a dwarf mine this place is. He says, like Yoda. And then we're going to hit it with a gust of wind, see if we can blow it out there across those others. Alright. Completed Goblin Slayer. New deed, Goblin Slayer Advanced. We will be getting the slaying deeds throughout our entire lifetime, as y'all know. Let's see. A Blue Crag Warlord. Wow. Why don't we hit the Warlord? Boost him up. Hit this guy. Very good. He seemed to be happy about his fate. They always sit and giggle, don't they? And y'all see that troll over there? We may just start up a dwarf character just to play through the dwarven introduction. Then y'all will have seen pretty much every introductory race. We've seen the Hobbit introduction. Have we seen human? I don't know if there's a difference in the human and the Hobbit. I'll have to take a look at that. But the dwarf, since we're playing here in the dwarf and elven lands, we might have to do that so you can see what happens with that troll over there. It is a interesting introduction they have on their own, in its own right. Okay, I see a dead dour hand over there. I'm guessing that may be the clue that we were looking for. Nice. Okay, how come I can't move? Am I going to have to start putting... There we go. I'm saying, am I going to have to start putting my old connection counter down here? I haven't done that in ages and ages. It was always a necessity back whenever you played EverQuest. Because back then, we hooked up on... we got hooked up to the game on... I think I had a 14.4 modem. And he's got a ring, so I guess that would be him. Killed in a cave-in, was he? And that must be the other end of the tunnel that leads back over there to the arming vault. So, okay, we have found the sword hilt. So we will travel back. I don't guess there's any further going any deeper into the Silver Deep here. Let's work our way back. I don't think it goes too much further. I think there may be one or two more little waves over there. Let's make our way back over to Unar. And I will see you whenever we decide whether we're going to the... I think we'll leave here and we will go up to the Winter Height. So once we get back outside here, we will rejoin you. Oh, great. I got my own little party here. They don't last long, do they? We're leaving the Silver Deep. We are back out in Thorin's Gate here. We are going to go straight ahead and up the hill, up there to the top of the Winter Height. Go into the cave up there. And work our way down. Apparently there's one that we got to get to the rock belly pit, and that is a perfectly legit way to get to the rock belly pit, since this is the bottommost. I still like to do it the old-fashioned way, do it the traditional way, start at the top and work your way down. That will serve you well in so many different situations. Should have put my novice's mark back in my pocket, but now that we're all the way back up here again, don't guess at this point there's any reason to do it. Make sure she's not got a ring over her head. Get a little bit... Are you going to growl at me? Yes, you are. Good. So you actually threaten. I was a little disappointed the cave claws back then the Silver Deep didn't threaten, but I guess that's... Maybe they consider that a little bit still much of a really, really low level dungeon. And here's those piles of sand that I can remember getting before. So now I mentioned it back when we were in the tutorial, the very beginning instance. Well, not the tutorial, but the starting area, back before we actually... Now, have I got to kill you? Let's see. Back before we got into the full outworld, yes we do. So we got to kill 8 of these here too. That I could remember before we were coming in and collecting sand, and there you go. I was remembering it correctly. I was just remembering it a little too early is all. It wasn't an introductory quest. It was one of those here in the real world. In the live game, as it were. Pile of sand. I wonder if that one that was in such an all-fire hurry is going to come back this way. Should be able to just shoot all 3 of these down. Can I shoot you? Boy, he just books it on around, doesn't he? It's a good thing we got all these. I wonder why he's in such a hurry, what he's so upset about. I'm feeling like less picking up all this sand. I feel a little less like a drudger and more like a dredger. Okay, let's see. How much more of these do we have to kill? 2 more. Do we have to get any more sand? Nope, I think we've gotten all the sand that we're going to get. Bet his pickaxe must be at the bottom of this cave. Let's see, blast you. Blast you. I'm going to let you go, buddy. You've obviously got more important things to worry about right now. There's your pickaxe. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Okay, so we've got cave claw legs to bring back. We've got the pickaxe to bring back. Is there anything else that we've got to bring back down here? Or that we've got to see? There we go. There's a chest. What is in the chest? What's in the box? Alright, that was the first gear. Boy, we did have a bunch of things here, didn't we? Well, we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to take the road out. Take the shortcut they have so politely given us. And come on out at the Berg Hold. And that makes us a lot closer to getting back over here to Freren's Court than we were a second ago. Hello, Thorin. Someday maybe they'll finish your statue there. They're not working very hard at it. Very fast at it. I mean, it has been, 9 years now, and I haven't noticed any difference. Not in your statue, anyway. It looks pretty much exactly like it always has. Okay, what do we need to get? Okay, we need to come over here to Ormer. Give him the cave claw legs. He's the one that's going to make the soup for his son.
What do you need?
I am at your service, Gnarlrynae. I'll just add these to the stew. Give me a few minutes. There we are. Could you take this meal to Gisli? You can find him south of here at Noglon, the way station in the Vale of Thrain. Just follow the road south. Gisli will be pleased, I am sure. Alright, so we've got another quest to go down to Noglon. I think we got one. It's not up here on the list right now. It got knocked off, but there's 2 people in Noglon that we need to talk to. That we need to meet and talk to. And they will talk to us about we got the guy with the armor. Yeah, remember the guy this guy. He's got the badly rusted armor belonging to his brother. We took it into the armor smith, and the armor smith said, "Yeah, if you'll do these 2 help me with these 2 quests." So he told us to go over yonder. What is that? Wonder if you can get there. That looks... Is it a boulder? Is it a boulder or a little outcrop? I can't tell. Oh, it looks like you ought to be able to get there. I'm sure you can't, but man. It'd be nice if that was a little dwarf cabin up there, wouldn't it? Anyway. But we've got to go talk to 2 people down in Noglon for him, I do believe. What is this? You found this Dourhand sword at the other end of the cave-in. That is not good, Gnarlrynae. Bad enough that our treasury's been burgled. But worse still that it was burgled by Dourhands. Alright, Unar's shoulder pads. Level 9, 10 armor, 18 armor. Believe it or not, the shining cloth shoulder pads that we got is actually a better one. I want to say, did we get that from something we killed, I think. Let's go with the pauldroons. They're worth even over a silver. Wow.
Hear me out, traveler.
Good vendor trash here. Prologue, Dwalin's bad day. Dwalin is not going to be happy, Gnarlrynae. There are troubles with Dourhounds elsewhere in the Blue Mountains, but we thought we were out of Thorin's Hall forever. And to steal Longbeard gold from the treasury? Unbelievable! You had better head north into Thorin's Hall and show Dwalin the Dourhand sword hilt you recovered from the Silverdeep. You will find him in the throne room at the north end of the hall. Burglars and Dourhands be bothered. What did I do to deserve this, I ask you? So we are going to go in and talk to Dwalin now, which is as good as any. Because we've got to go up here and give, I think, Flosi back his... Flosi... Oh, is it coming up morning time? It is. It's the dawn. Thought everything had gotten kind of bright all of a sudden. Don't think we'll see the sun. It looks kind of overcast right now, but we'll definitely see it lighten up a bit. We need to take the pickaxe back to Flosi. Trouble's in the air. I can smell it. No, I think I just need to give my bear a bath. I think that may be what you're smelling there. Let's give Flosi his pickaxe back. He dropped in his hurry.
Your service and your families.
Ah, there she is. Thank you, Gnarlrynae. But I've sad news. A friend of mine told me that cave's been tapped dry. There's naught but fool's gold in there. But don't you worry, I'll find my claim one of these days. Indeed you will, my friend. Indeed you will. The only thing of use to me is Flosie's staff, which has the exact same stats as the one I'm carrying. Let's see what it looks like. There's Flosie's. Zoom in a bit. Okay. Flosie's staff, which I think is identical to the one I have, maybe. Let's reset. Yeah, it's almost identical, if not totally identical. So let's see, once again, which one's worth more. They all worth the same. All right, that was a 111, 111, and a 91. Whoever gets the knife gets a gypped on that one, don't they? All right, the lost tool completed. Now we are going to head in. We're going to bring the gear, the first gear, to Bavor over there by the statue on our way to go see Dwalin. And I'm sure he'll give us a quest to go and seek the second gear at that point. And if y'all excuse me a moment, noticed on my last recording when I was running, I saw something over here, couldn't figure out what it was. It was something bright. I was thinking it might have been a ring, but no, it's just the fire next to the mailbox that I never knew was there. Okay. I think I always used the mailbox either at the auction house or over there at the vault. I never actually used the one over there, I don't think. And yes, I know it's been driving a certain someone crazy, but I will be binding myself to a milestone. Probably, I don't know if it will be here. Let's see what my quests are going to be. Let's see what Dwalin has us do.
Greetings, traveler.
We're going to be coming back and forth to this hall. I may bind the milestone there. Now you're looking at the... I don't see it right now. That one, travel to personal house. All right. Anyway, the first gear. Ha! This looks like the gear. It goes here, or maybe here. No matter, I will work it out given time. I'm sure of it.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
The second gear. That first gear has seen better days, but it's not beyond repair. I'll get to work on that while you look for the second gear. According to the old records, the second gear was hidden in a chest in some old ruins to the south, in the Vale of Thrain. The ruins are on the west side of the Vale, off the road, and across the Vale from Noglond. The records indicate that the chest is on the south side of the ruins. One thing you should be aware of, though, is that goblins have overrun these ruins. Be careful. So we are going to go looking for the missing second gear, which is going to send us down Noglond way as well. Noglond is going to be a happening place on our little journey of places to visit this time around. And now to get down here and let's talk to Mr. Dwalin. Got to say, I did enjoy Dwalin's characterization in the Hobbit movies. I like Balin and Dwalin. In those movies, I like Dwalin, both of them as the old fighters, the old weathered, grizzled fighters who've seen their better days, but still have a little of the fight left in them. Don't ever count out a dwarf. All right, Dwalin.
What do you want?
Coming from anyone else, Gnarlrynae, I would not believe these grim tidings, but you seem to be an honorable elf. I too thought the dour hands were gone from Thorin's Hall for good, but it seems they still had designs on our gold. Excuse me just a second here. I need to get a drink. I do apologize. My throat's a little bit raw right now. Ah, there we go. Once again, I am sorry. Okay, where were we? I, too, thought the Dour Hands were gone from Thorin's Hall for good, but it seems they still had designs on our gold. We will teach them a hard lesson, Gnarlrynae, and they will rue the day they sneak back into Thorin's halls like the brigands they are. We will discover when they have taken the stolen gold, Gnarlrynae, and then we will deal with them. I swear this by Durin's beard! All right. Whew, talking like a dwarf is tough on the throat.
Might you lend me an ear?
Prologue, the wisdom of the Thrushes. We need to find out where the Dour Hand burglars took the gold they stole from our treasury, Gnarlrynae, and I believe I know just how to do it. The Thrushes of the Vale of Thrain have long served at the eyes of Durin's folk in the air. If the Dour Hands tried moving the stolen gold from Thorin's Hall, as they must have, one of the Thrushes would surely have seen them. Nos Grimsong is a friend of the Thrushes, who has long been loyal to the Lonely Mountain, and he understands their language. Nos was last appointed to duty at the outpost of Noglond to the south. All roads lead to Noglond. To get to Noglond, speak with the stable master Willie to the west of Ferevrin's court. Tell him you want a steed to take you to Noglond, and he'll take care of the rest. When you get to Noglond, look for Hrothgar. He'll be your point of contact for the time being. Okay, so talk to Willie. I think that is what we are going to call an episode here. Boy, look at all the fancy schmancy dwarves coming to pay their respects. We are going to call that an episode. Thanks for coming along with us here. Hope you've enjoyed it. We will be getting up an episode quicker than the last one was. We'll be getting up doing another one tonight. I need to record another regular LOTRO episode as well. Is this a dwarf family reunion? What the heck, guys? Let's get out of here. I'm going to wonder where all these dwarves came from, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.